Welcome back to Africa 54. VOA reporter Jackson Mvunganyi just returned from Liberia, where he witnessed firsthand the country's post-Ebola recovery efforts. Jackson?
Liberia has lost over 4,500 people to Ebola, and the country is struggling to recover from the recent epidemic that most accounts caught them off guard. Meanwhile, life is returning to normal in the capital city of Monrovia. Businesses are open, and both car and human traffic are competing for space in the city of over 1 million inhabitants. On my recent trip to Monrovia, I met with 2 young college students to talk about how Ebola affected their city and how they are getting on with life now that Liberia is Ebola-free. When I visited the 2 friends in Monrovia, they insisted on taking me to see their favorite spot in the city. It is a shell of a building that was once a hangout spot for the who's who in Liberia's socio-political scene. But those days are over now. The top floor of the old Duco Hotel is said to be the highest point in Monrovia.
This was one of the most beautiful hotels in the whole of West Africa.
Really?
Yeah.
And what happened to it?
And the war, we had the Civil War came. Everything was looted out of here.
Against the backdrop of the Atlantic Ocean, David shows me the West Point neighborhood
West
below.
Point. That's the West Point.
That's West Point. That's where they quarantined.
Yeah.
That was like a hot spot for Ebola.
For Ebola.
Okay.
Yeah. And then around it, they cycled the community, and then they kept the people in there. They were bringing food and stuff.
And nobody was allowed to get outside.
Nobody was allowed to get outside until the 21 day is over.
How many people died in there, you know?
Oh my God. A lot of people died there. Every other day there was a death. We had death 2 or 1 month straight.
Like many people in Liberia, David had his doubts when he first heard about Ebola. But the death of his close friend, a nurse at a local hospital, shocked him to understanding the threat.
It was July 24th. And he told me, David, I'm coming at your house on the 26th, on the Independence Day. So he said, I'm coming for us to chill.
David did not make it to see his friend Isaac. Meanwhile, he learned later that everyone who had come into contact with Isaac, including his family and friends, contracted Ebola and later died.
After a week, Isaac died. I heard the death news that he died. And I was kind of shocked. What happened? And my friend told me that, Isaac caught Ebola and died. So after another 2 weeks, I heard that his sister died, his daughter died, and the mom also died. The friends that got in contact with him, all of them died. I was just shocked about that. In that moment, I started to take serious precaution.
According to most accounts, there was widespread skepticism about Ebola in the 3 West African countries. Many people refused to believe that the threat was real. Nathaniel, who first heard of Ebola on a crowded cab ride in Monrovia, remembers the skeptics.
Some of them, they were in complete denial. As a matter of fact, they said that Ebola didn't exist and it was a man-made virus. And so they were completely against taking precaution.
Lino, I found that many people were generally skeptical of any information coming from government officials, which made recovery effort hard and also which made health interventions and response to the epidemic hard. And I think many people have overcome that mistrust, which is why Liberia is now Ebola-free. Lino?
Great reporting, Jackson. Thank you so much. And that's our show for today. Be sure to watch Africa 54 on our website at voaafrica.com. For more news, tune in to VOA's evening radio show, Africa News Tonight, at 1800 UTC, and in the mornings to Daybreak Africa between 300 and 600 UTC, Monday through Friday. Thanks for watching, and good night from Washington.